Hey guys, this is James from WorkHands. We're the only network built exclusively for the skilled trades. Today's video, I'm going to show you how to join your school or training program's network, as well as set up your profile so that you can show your skills and capabilities off to your fellow colleagues, as well as employers who might be looking to hire. The first step is to go to the specific page for your school or training program. I'm showing you right now for Ocean Technical College. Your school will have its own dedicated page with a web address, so workhands.us/yourschool. If you're not sure of the exact address, ask your staff or faculty member for help there. Once you're on the correct page, just click the big red Join Our Network button to get started. In this case, I'm going to show you what it will look like for a student to get started on the page. If you have a WorkHands account already, you can click Sign Me In and you'll be asked to log in. If you don't, you can click Sign Me Up and you'll create an account to join the over 25,000 members on WorkHands who are representing their various trades. So in this case, I'm going to say my name is Gary Wright and enter an email address to get started and then set my password, something that I'll remember to be able to log in going forward. And that's it. Once you do that, you'll be taken to your school's network. What you'll see here is that we on WorkHands show that you're affiliated with both Ocean Technical College as well as the wider WorkHands network. And in just a couple of steps, we'll get you started and getting going on WorkHands. So the first thing we look for you to do is to actually affiliate with specific departments at Ocean Technical College. This means that you'll be seeing the most relevant information when you do join up, and you'll be interacting with the folks who are in your classes and the employers who are looking to hire out of your program. I'm going to say that Gary's in carpentry and woodworking and click next to keep going. The next thing we ask for is a profile picture. This is actually pretty important for the trades. It's a good way for employers to get a sense of if you've got clothes, if you've got the right equipment to get going on the job site. So I'm pulling out a picture here that I have on my computer. If you're on your phone, you can do this and pull a picture off your phone or just take a quick picture of you in the shop and upload that to get your profile started. That's it. I'm going to click finish and we'll be taken into the main WorkHands page. So a couple of things you'll see here is that if I'm Gary, I can see that I'm a member of Ocean Technical College, and it's specifically for the departments of woodworking and carpentry, which have 2 and 4 members and then 8 members in the overall college. My profile is at 17% complete, and we'll jump into that in a minute. But first, let's actually explore this notification tab here saying there's something we can do, something we can take care of. It says the first thing we want to get doing is to explore the Ocean Technical College network. So let's follow that prompt and actually take a look around what's going on within my college. So you can see a couple of different things here that we show you. We've got a summary of your activities, a list with all the members in the school, the industry partners that are involved, any announcements from your staff, as well as open jobs. This tour will pop up the first time you join, but let me actually just show you what it looks like. So first thing is we give you a feed of activity that you can see what folks have been doing lately. The big idea here is that as you get into industry and go through your career, this is a great way to stay in touch with the folks that you're in class with now, just to see what they're working on as they similarly get into their career and move through different jobs and pick up different skills and trades along the way. We keep all the folks you've interacted with in one place here on the Members tab. So if you can remember back to someone, let's call it Paul, that was in your class a few years ago, you can look him up, connect with him on WorkHands, and actually send him messages. And the idea is that, Paul might change his phone, he might change his email address, he might change his physical address, but if he's here on WorkHands, he'll get that information and the messages sent to him. A lot of schools are actually starting to pull in their industry advisory board and the employers that routinely partner with them. So you can see here for Ocean Technical, we've got John's Auto Body and Frank's Framing Company. These are the companies that routinely hire out of your school, who will come to some of your job fairs, and who might just be involved in your program to tell you what sorts of skills and capabilities they're looking for on the job site. These folks can actually post jobs to the job board. So you can see over here that John's Auto Body is a maintenance tech position up, and that Frank's Framing is looking for a carpenter. That's actually interesting given that we've set up Gary as a carpenter, so we'll come back to that in a minute. The last area to explore here is around announcements, and you can see one of the admins of the school actually posted an announcement that said, overall just welcome, and you can go ahead and get your profile started. So let's follow that prompt and build out Gary Wright's profile. Clicked into my profile, and you can see right away, we at WorkHands give you a way to get started by showing and demonstrating your skills and capabilities for other folks in your school and other folks on the network, as well as employers who might be hiring. First things first, we're going to set our trade. This is similar to what department you're in, but actually affiliates you with, the over 25,000 members on WorkHands. I'm going to say that Gary's a member of the carpentry trade and get going there. How long have I been at it? This is a big thing that companies want to know in terms of your overall skills and capabilities. I'm going to say that Gary's been at it for 3 years. And lastly, we're looking for pictures of projects. We'll add that one in just a second. But you can see now we've got 2 of these items complete, a picture of us and our workload and our years of experience. There's 4 other things we can do. So let's go ahead and upload our first project. In this case, I'm going to say that we've been working on a kitchen island. Like I said, Gary's in woodworking. We're going to say that this is a 1-day building project. I can pick pictures, again, off my phone if I'm on my phone, or off my computer if I'm on my computer. Let's upload 2 of these pictures of Gary hard at work. WorkHands is going to take the information. You can see it quickly uploads a project. It's got a description of what's happening there. And Gary's profile is already starting to look a little more complete. So we go back into that and see that we're at 50% now. We've got our 3 years of experience. We've got a couple of pictures of us working on the kitchen island, and we're being prompted to add other information here. Let's start out with certifications and licenses. This is something that's really important on the job. These are things like your OSHA certification, your AWS, ASE if you're in auto. For Gary, who's in carpentry, let's say that he's been certified from NCCER. And you can see this is actually already listed on the WorkHands site. Let's say that he went and got his carpentry level 1. Maybe it's under, yeah, there it is, carpentry level 2. So one of the things you'll note is that we'll actually prompt you with information that's been in the system, but you can also add new information about companies or new information about tools that you have in a second to get that relevant information in there for you. For licenses, we allow you to add an expiration date so that if your license is about to expire, we can send you a notification and let you know. Great. And so you've got this nice confirmation that your certification was added, and now our profile is up to 67%. All right, let's see what's left here. Adding some tools and machinery that we operate. Let's do that for Gary. He's a carpenter, he probably knows how to use a miter saw. Again, you can see we suggest what kinds of saws you might want to use here. Let's say he's got a 12-inch saw. And let's say that he actually owns this and he keeps it kind of in the back of his truck. He can indicate that he's ready to go on a specific job site. Let's add one more that Gary's worked with in the past. For example, it could be a table saw. Let's see here. It would be, let's say, a 10-inch table saw. So in this case, we'll say that he doesn't own this tool. He's just used it in a couple of different shops and locations. And you can see the difference between Gary saying that he owns it and that he doesn't own it. Back in his profile, things are starting to look pretty good here. We've got project pictures, we've got certifications, we've got tools. We can also add some work or educational experience. So let's say that Gary worked at Dan's carpentry shop before this. Again, here it is, ready to go. We can add this in and say that he was a carpenter. Pick this one off the list, say that he was the lead carpenter there. We'll say that he started about a year ago and that he worked there for a little bit more than a year. It's actually 2 years ago. And you can add in a description of his role, anything that that makes it notable that he was at this job. Great. Now Gary's got a pretty complete profile here. He's got his years experience, he's got his pictures, he's got his projects, he's got his certifications, and he can actually now go back into that Ocean Technical College page, take a look at the open job that we looked at before from Frank's framing company for carpenter. We'll click that one to open it. We can actually submit an application for this or any other jobs that are found on WorkHands. So he's going to submit an application. We'll ask to submit references. We'll skip that for now. And that's it. Gary's good to go. This is the basics of what's happening at WorkHands. Obviously, there's a lot more you can do on the site and exploring the network for your school, the wider network of, like I said, 25,000 and more trades workers across the country. We hope to see you on our site soon and see you building out your profile and showing us the kinds of projects you've done in the past. Thanks a lot.